The most brutal animal attack. There have been many brutal animal attacks throughout history, but one of the most infamous occurred in Tanzania in 1898. The incident involved two man-eating lions that terrorized railway workers building the Uganda Railway. The lion was said to have killed at least 135 people over a 9-month period. As part of the construction of a railway linking Uganda with the Indian Ocean at Kilindini Harbor, in March 1898 the British started building a railway bridge over the Tsavo River in Kenya. The building site consisted of several camps spread over an area of 8 miles, 13 kilometers, accommodating the several thousand mostly Indian workers. The project was led by Lieutenant Colonel John Henry Patterson, who arrived just days before the disappearances and killings began. During the next 9 months of construction, two maneless male Tsavo lions stalked the campsite, dragging workers from their tents at night, devouring them. There was an interval of several months when the attack ceased, but word trickled in from other nearby settlements of similar lion attacks. When the lions returned, the attacks intensified, with almost daily killings. Crews tried to scare off the lions and built campfires and bomas, or thorn fences made of whistling thorn trees around their camp for protection to keep the man-eaters out, all to no avail. The lions leaped over or crawled through the thorn fences. Patterson noted that early in their killing spree only one lion at a time would enter the inhabited areas and seize victims, but later they became more brazen, entering together and each seizing a victim. As the attacks mounted, hundreds of workers fled from Tsavo, halting construction on the bridge. At this point, colonial officials began to intervene. According to Patterson, even the district officer, Mr. Whitehead, narrowly escaped being killed by one of the lions after arriving at the Tsavo train depot in the evening. However, his assistant, Abdullah, was killed while Whitehead escaped with 4 claw lacerations running down his back. Eventually other officials arrived, with a reinforcement of around 20 armed sepoys to assist in the hunt. Patterson set traps and tried several times to ambush the lions at night from a tree. After repeated unsuccessful attempts, he shot the first lion on December 9, 1898. 20 days later, the second lion was found and killed. The first lion killed measured 9 feet 8 inches, 2.95 meters, from nose to tip of tail. It took 8 men to carry the carcass back to camp. Patterson wrote in his account that he wounded the first lion with 1 bullet from a high-caliber rifle. This shot struck the lion in its hind leg, but it escaped. Later, it returned at night and began stalking Patterson as he tried to hunt it. He shot it through the shoulder, penetrating its heart with a more powerful rifle, and found it lying dead the next morning not far from his platform. The second lion was shot 9 times, 5 with the same rifle, 3 with a second, and once with a third rifle, 6 finding their mark. The first shot was fired from atop a scaffolding that Patterson had built near a goat killed by the lion. 2 shots from a second rifle hit the lion 11 days later as it was stalking Patterson and trying to flee. When they found the lion the next day, Patterson shot it 3 more times with the same rifle, severely crippling it, and he shot it 3 times with a third rifle, twice in the chest, and once in the head, which killed it. He claimed it died gnawing on a fallen tree branch. Still trying to reach him, the man-eaters became known as the Tsavo Maneaters. The story of the Tsavo Maneaters was later popularized in books and movies, including the 1996 film The Ghost and the Darkness. Other notable animal attacks include the 2003 attack by 2 Siberian tigers on a zookeeper at the San Francisco Zoo and the 2010 attack by a great white shark on a surfer in South Africa. However, the Tsavo Maneater remains one of the most brutal and terrifying animal attacks in history.